Hello, welcome back to Sunday Ramblings. This is 11. I looked it up. It's been a while since I've done one of these again. This time I have some reasonable excuses there, and they're what I want to talk about as well. So, for one, I graduated high school after 13 years. I'm finally done. I am going to university soon. Soon, TM. Meaning like October I start, and that's really exciting. Like the whole like graduating part for me wasn't like as interesting or whatever, just because like we did like things like prom, I'm putting it in quotation marks because it's not kind of but I don't like really have a connection with like my school year. I am an outsider. But yeah, I just don't have like any real connection to these people. There are some who like really like, they're good friends, one in particular, but overall I don't have any sentiment. The past years of school have been bad. I'm glad that I'm gone from that school. I was more celebrating because it's over, in a sense of I'm no longer bound to these people and these experiences. I am tying like in my brain to the school, which is really good. I'm really excited, and now that I'm done and I'm starting studying, I'm gonna be studying education. I'm trying to become a teacher for math and for physics because I really like them. It's like I've been wanting to become a teacher, though over the years the subjects kind of changed, but I realized like math and physics is like, yes, I like those a lot. It's my jam, as one might say. Maybe. I don't know. But the other thing that I also want to talk about, which is why I didn't do something last week specifically, was because I was at Twitchcon, which is really exciting. I got the tickets a few weeks ago, like 2, 3, I don't know, like the day they got released. I like got a ticket for Twitchcon, and like it was my first time traveling completely alone, and then I was traveling to another country where I didn't speak the language. I don't speak French. I can say hello and thank you, and I can say like pardon, but that's about it. So I was slightly stranded in that regard, because like my mom said, because I was going like, keep in mind they don't really speak English in France. And I was like, okay, I underestimated just how much they didn't speak English. I was in Paris, I'm in the capital city of France, yet I ran into problems of people not knowing English, and me having to retreat to the universal sign language of this over there and down, just like the vague hand gestures you make when you're trying to communicate to someone who doesn't understand you through language alone, and neither of you really like has another way of communicating, talking with hands and feet, one might say. But yeah, the trip was really fun. It's probably the best trip I've ever had, even if it had some bumps in the road, such as my lack of French for once. But also, it started great. So the thing was, I woke up at 4 a.m. on Friday. Yeah, it was on Friday. I woke up at 4 a.m. on Friday, which was the day I was getting there, to catch a train at 4:50 at the train station. And I got there. I went with my father, who was going to work at the time. He dropped me off. I had all my things, and I looked down at my schedule, and I see 30-minute delay. Great. My train, because I needed to switch trains at some point, my second train went like 13 minutes, or like a little bit less than 50 minutes after that, if my first train would have been on time. So I was like, oh no, I'm gonna miss my other train. And then my first train got delayed even more, to like 50 minutes, so I was waiting there for almost an hour. Even more, because I was there a lot earlier than I needed to be. Well, like, I got on my train, I was trying to check into my train, and I forgot that I had booked my train with like a discount thingy, and I forgot to buy the card that gives you the discount. So I was sitting in the train and I was frantically buying it online, which thankfully worked. However, both times I got my ticket scanned. Nobody asked for it. I could have saved those, I don't know, it was like 20 euros something? I can't remember completely. It wasn't that much, but still, like... But yeah, I got there, like, in the train I was on, they even were like, if you're going to this train station because you want to go to Paris, don't leave there, we're gonna take you to one further and you're gonna go on the train there, which is really nice. I got there, like, while I was going the station further, a couple walked up because they had the same seat booked I was sitting on, but they let me sit because, well, I have crutches because knee's bad. So yeah, I was able to just sit there. I met in the train station, I was switching that time, I met someone who was also going to Twitchcon, and they were really nice. We talked while we waited, and then I lost her in the train. Well, in Paris. We never saw each other again. But it was still nice. I get to Paris, I like leave my things at... I got to a hotel with an Uber, which was my first time ever using Uber, by the way. I like knew it existed, but I've never used it, just because like I can usually get to places with public transport. I can figure that out. But it was like an hour drive from the train station I arrived in Paris to where my hotel was. So I was using an Uber to get there, which is fun. The Uber was really nice in the sense that he didn't talk and I didn't need to make conversation, so I just sat there in an hour waiting while I drove through Paris. I got to my hotel, check in, I put all my things away, I lay there in bed for a bit, well, because I'm exhausted from 8 hours of train ride, and then I go to pick up my badge for TwitchCon, and while I get there, first of all, I am lost. It's like about a little bit less than half an hour walk from where my hotel was. I was walking there, I walked past the supermarket, by the way, and I thought, I was like, I'm gonna need to come back here for like, getting something to drink, and then I never found the supermarket again. But I get there, I follow Google Maps to the, like, expo where it is, and I get there, and I don't see where I need to go. There are no signs, just nothing. Instead, there are a lot of graduate students. But eventually I find someone who has a TwitchCon badge and I ask him like, hey, where you get this badge from? And they told me I need to go past, well, back where I came from, and then I saw like a huge sign and I'm like, I don't know how I missed it. When I talked with some other people, and all of the people I talked to also missed it at first. So at least it was a kind of slightly universal experience. I go to like the badge pickup, and while I'm on like the runway, I like start talking with some people. While like also talk with a little bit longer. I go pick up my badge, everything's fine except I don't have a QR code, but email worked fine. I get my badge, I go back, I talk with the people I met on the runway on the way there a bit more. Turns out they're both from like the UK, and then I like go back. Where on the runway again I meet some other people because they told me they liked my hair. Wait, I'm gonna put a picture of myself, well, specifically of how my hair looks on screen, but the description is I have like rainbow hair. It's like from the front to the back, it goes like from red to purple. It looks really cool, I like it a lot. Thanks to everyone at TwitchCon, which was like, I don't know, 20 people at least, who said they liked my hair. And yeah, I talked with those people some more. We saw each other like again, like when TwitchCon actually started, but they were all really nice. I met some, yeah, but it was just really nice talking. I was like, I went there to TwitchCon, I think I left my hotel at like 15:30, 16, something like that, and I came home at past 20. I was like, my way was like, I don't know, in total 45 minutes in back and forth. So I was talking for like 3 hours with people, which is kind of insane to think about, to be honest. But yeah, like, the both days I was at TwitchCon, I met with a friend there. Boy, he's real nice. And like, we like met people. He was smart enough to book meet and greets. And TwitchCon was also like just really accommodating, just in terms of like accessibility and everything. It was genuinely like really, really good. Like I said, I have crutches, and so like I was able to like go through accessibility lines and like didn't have to wait forever in lines, which would have been like awful. That was like really, really good. And just meeting people and like meeting different streamers and people I've been watching was just so nice. And like there's one moment, me and Void were at the Minecraft community meetup, and Void was the person who recognized someone I had told him before I wanted to meet, and then I spent the next 10 minutes nervously avoiding actually talking, but eventually I like got through that and actually went up and talked, and it was great. I had a shirt with me. I like made a shirt design, and on the back I wanted to have everyone sign that I met at TwitchCon, and I did have everyone sign like who I met at TwitchCon. At the end, it legit was so full that people like didn't really know what to sign, especially like the upper half, which was the half most people saw. And it like I'm also gonna put a picture of that one on. Remember that. But yeah, like I took some pictures. I think I have 6 pictures with people. I'm not a picture person really, like I don't really like looking at myself in pictures. But yeah, still it was like such a good experience, to be honest. It was so nice. I also had some very expensive ice cream there, which tasted terrible. I was €5 and it tasted like garbage. But yeah, like I didn't think about how much social skills I would need to walk up to people. That was a miscalculation on my part. The thing is, I'm not introverted by nature. I'm an extrovert. I love talking to people. I love meeting new people. But I also have social anxiety, which, let me tell you, it's not a great combination, to be honest. And that anxiety was absolutely screwing me over at TwitchCon. The one thing was, on day 2, we figured out that we could just like look at Twitter to figure out where people are, like have their general location, which felt kind of stalkery, but we managed to find people and we didn't like do anything. It just felt weird. But yeah, we found, oh gosh, we found people, and like one of the people me and Void were both looking for was Caboodle, and we knew where she was, which was at the, like, there was a Sega thingy, and she was playing games there, as we figured out. So we walked past her 2 times before actually going up and talking on the 3rd time. It was legit 2 socially anxious people trying to muster up courage. It was, looking back, absolutely hilarious. Like, one of the things also was that some of the people I was asking to sign were in part people I met at the con, but also like smaller streamers. Like, I suppose, I didn't think about that, they don't really like sign a lot, and I just gave them a challenge of signing my shirt. Everyone was struggling with my shirt. It was like, I also like, pretty sure I have developed some catchphrases at the con, because it was just like, on one hand, I was telling everyone thank you who walked up and said that they liked my hair, and on the other hand, every single person I met, I was like, hey, can you sign my shirt? Followed by, you can put it on the floor, it makes it easier to write. But yeah, it was really, really fun. Yeah. I don't have anything more to say. Like I said, I was graduating, which was kind of exciting, and also like just the start of a new chapter. I went to Twitchcon, which was really exciting, but not really a new start. But yeah, like right now I have to work through the undergrowth that is moving to a new place on my own, and also starting university, which is, oh boy, that's a lot of work, to be honest. I hate finances and I hate the housing market, let me tell you. But yeah, besides that, I hope you have a fun next week. I hope your day was great, and I also hope maybe to see you again in the next video. Real rambling, whenever that might be. Bye bye!